is here. And looking at the environment where we find ourselves, it gives me an answer to a question that I was asked one time when I got to JFK. These Mexican security at the checkpoint asked me, why am I now coming to America in winter and not in summer? What will be your answer? I have 50 Ghana cedis to give for free. So if you are asked at the airport by a security officer that why are you traveling to America in winter and not summer, because everybody believes that it is summer that events and other things are happening. So why are you coming whilst it is snowing? What will be your answer? This is a quick one. Let me ask my driver. What will be your answer? Good morning. What will be your answer? If you are asked why you are coming to America during winter and not summer, because summer is the peak where everybody is coming to do some chilling.
Well, I'm not coming for chilling. I'm coming for business transaction.
Business?
Yes. I'm coming for maybe a conference.
Okay.
Yes.
What if you are not going for business?
It's a conference.
Okay, so you are coming for conference. That's why you're coming at this time.
Yes.
So that be your answer. You're here for conference. Well, what will be your answer when you are asked at the airport, any of the other Kennedy's airport or anywhere, and then somebody, security officer, is asking you why you coming to America during the winter and not summer? I mean, what will be your answer? Well, I had a brilliant answer, and I didn't even know I had a brilliant answer until I gave the answer, and later on I was thinking about my answer, and I realized that I've given a brilliant answer.
What did you tell them?
I say I'm coming from Ghana, the biggest place in West Africa, very hot. I don't see the value in coming to America when it's hot, whilst I'm living in the heat.
I'm sure you, the white man, will laugh.
But she has it. Sadi poku ke email. Bulu akwe. Onye. Washi abi on ke bulu asani de. Me first class ticket me bomb be me agashi me no ba with that time. And I didn't end there because in my country we have no snow. So to experience the snow falling, wow. You don't got to think of it. It's after me. When the Holy Spirit gave me the answer, the guy will go home and go, I met an African who was coming to see snow. But do you have snow in Ghana? So keep it at the tip of your finger. They ask questions that really to irritate you and to make you lose your center boot. But me, my center boot, I actually don't lose it. I work with it. It won't burn that way. I just remember that question. Why are you coming doing with that? Yes. Come from Ghana, one of the biggest West African peaceful countries. Very sunny. So I don't know what I'll come and do here when you have a sun. I just want to experience your snow and your winter. Wow. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What is my motivation for this morning? I have a motivational message for you. Let me apologize once again to all of you. Yesterday, we were not able to have our show because the internet was acting up. The same way yesterday, the education were given. What happened was that I went to the driver's seat and I was flagged against community watch something. So they deleted our content and it became very difficult for us to continue. But this morning I have a simple motivational message for you. If you are given the opportunity to choose, and I'll go back again to my driver, if you are given the opportunity to choose, choosing between poverty, hear me, poverty, riches, life, these three, you have opportunity to choose one. Which one will you choose? In the journey of our life, I said it yesterday, may I repeat it again, that you cannot control the 24 hours. Your situation, your circumstance, or circumstances you are going through, whatever you are facing today, that others think you are not doing anything about it, let me tell you, cannot stop 24 hours from happening. Even if you watch, the way you were complaining since morning, you thought that 9 o'clock will not come. Look at your time. It's getting to 9. It means that there's no situation in the life of a man that can stop the creation of God. So my question is, given the opportunity, life and money, which one will be your choice? Madam Fresh Notes. Which one will you choose within the three?
Poverty, life, and money.
Yes.
How many choices?
One.
2.
Just one choice.
Take money.
You take money. Wow. You take money
Mm.
and live life and leave poverty. What is informing your choice in taking money while there's life? You two can write your answer, I'll read it for you. What is informing it? Educate us. That is poverty, there is life, and there's money, and you just chose money. Is it because you like counting fresh money?
No.
You need it. It's important for your vitality. Listen, madam, you will miss this thing one day, and you go and ask my mother if I have a brother who needs a driver. Oh, I'm a rhymer. Oh, just give me your answer. It's important to us. But you just chose money. Why did you choose poverty? You don't like poverty. Why did you choose life? Okay. So my driver just chose between the three. She easily chose with no. Thank you. Welcome, Benjamin. So the question is that I'm motivating you this morning. And I'm saying in my motivation, there's a question. Hey, Benjamin, you also chose money. Why will you choose money? That in this act and activities that we are running, if you are given the opportunity to choose one thing, as you go through life, money, poverty, and life, which one will you choose? My driver just chose money. Benjamin just chose money. What will you choose? Well, whatever choice you make will have somebody just gave me, I will choose life. Wow. 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 Maybe explanation will help me. Somebody have just chosen life. Somebody Tilly just chose life. So in this small world we are living, see how diverse our needs, our consciousness in making decisions is. Somebody just chose money. Somebody just chose life. I am waiting for who is about to choose poverty. Poor man, no friend. But I love Jesus. He says the poor you will always have. So there's one thing that you will not work for it. There's one thing that you will not go for it. There's one thing that whether you cry, you laugh, you dance, it will come. Poverty. He says a little slumber, a little sleep, and poverty will creep to your house. So as a matter of urgency, when I was thinking through yesterday night about these three items or these three things, poverty is hell. I was just saying poverty is hell. Have you bathed with liquid soap before? You bathed with Omo before? You bathed with washing powder before? And you saw the amount of bucket of water you have to use. Even after that. And the Omo you use is not plenty. Oh, Jesus. Poverty is a hell. But hear me. There is something about life. There is something about money. And there's something about poverty. Poverty is part of creation. Riches is not part of creation, it's worked for. Life is part of creation. So look at the three items. The poor you always have. Poverty is with you, and you need to fight it. Riches is in the storehouse, and poverty is the blockade to your riches. So I understand when people are picking money and picking life. Hear me. If you pick life, you can be poor. And you can have money. But you're having just one opportunity. But I know there are people who are working pharmacies. There are people who are working sick. But because of money. I was sharing with my driver this morning that in this life, you shouldn't get to 60 years and still struggling to look for how to pay my rent. Even if you have not been able to build a house, you should be able to have a solid money that is taking care of your rent till God calls you. You shouldn't be 60 years and now you are planning on how to survive. Back movement should not be for you. So there's a certain stage in your life that you call in life, they call it what? Your book says what? Is it a spending age? Eh? That's how they call it. Yes. There is a working age. There's accumulation age. There's a working age. There's accumulation age, and there's a spending age. So I think your working age is 30. Accumulation age is 40, and spending age is 50 and 50 and above. I want to ask you, how old are you? 60 and above. I want to ask you, how old are you? And don't write it. Say it in your heart. Where are you in life? You cannot control the second, the minute, the hour, the day, the week, the month. Whatever you have chosen, poverty, riches, life, their control for these items are natural. God, in his own plan, has set time. God has set the time. Not because of George Luther. Thank you very much, Sandra. It is not because of George Luther. But as I to you now, if you choose poverty, time will tell. If you choose riches, time will expose you. If you choose life, time will tell. Think and choose the right one. Moi, will choose money. Because money answers all things. Hear me. If you have money, you are respected. If you have money, your advice is good. If you have money, you don't have tools in your car when you buy a car. Have you driven a 40 car before? That way I sit in the car. Some people are not correct, they are not polite. They sit in your car and they look at the dashboard. What is written there? Airbag sign. Hey, check engine. Hey. And you are still driving.
They don't know.
If you buy a second car, you got a fit out the water.
Become a mechanical engineer at once.
I'm too excited this one. You know why I don't sell my car to a familiar person? Because when you say a car to a familiar person, when they are driving and anything, they call you what time I use your car? And I don't like borrowing people's car. I don't like it. It's not pride, but I prefer to drive my 40 car. So when my car is 40, I forced to work on it than going to borrow somebody's car. Once about 2 months ago, I went to borrow a friend's car. It was even for rental. A Mercedes Benz. The guy traveled with the Mercedes Benz to Kumasi and back. And when he came back, he gave me the car to use it. Ladies and gentlemen, my in-law was in the car and smoke started. When they saw me driving the Benz, they thought it was an upgrade. My in-law left everybody's car to sit in the new Benz. Lo and behold, there's fault with the Benz. And the fault doesn't come when the owner is driving. Jesus Christ. We're going all of a sudden. I heard some smell. You know, when my wife is in the car, her nose is smart. When she's outside the car, the nose is slow. So she felt the smell. Something is smelling. And she said it out. Because she was in the front seat and the mother and the other people are sitting. And I pretended I didn't hear. Then I intentionally put up the engine and rolled the glass to see whether the smell is coming from outside. Lo and behold, it's coming from them. So, and my wife is smart. She realized that the car has a problem. So she said, it's better for us to enjoy the fresh air in this area. Then we roll the glass down. Jack, the next second, the car was going. So we go home. The next morning, Sunday, we were going. Then I saw smoke. He said something is burning. We have to park the car. I called the owner of the car. He said, no, and yes, sir. No, it has never happened like that before. When I came from Kumasi. Hey. I can't say it here. I don't even think my wife knows. Maybe she's watching. I spent money to repair somebody's car. Listen to me. It's not luxury to have more than 5 cars. You see how my car is nice. This guy is my wife's car. Very nice. You see, it's neat. Even when you're seeing the ceiling, you are licking your lips. Look, my motivation is go for money. When you go for money, life will come. Go for money. And when money comes, poverty will run away. Between God and the rest, the next thing to God is money, not the devil. So when somebody says poverty is hell, I go, you are right. I don't know if you've been poor before. But this morning, my motivation to you is that within the 24 hours, do what you can as you allow God to give you grace to eradicate poverty from your life. It's my motivation for you this morning. Hear me. How many of you have seen a video of Medical and Shatawale spreading money? See these 2 stupid boys who are misbehaving. They landed. Instead of us gathering them and telling them that your insult to Despite, Father Dixon, and the rich men is an evil action. Shatawale with his left hand, Abekulo, is tearing the bundle out of money. And he will throw it. Hey, woo! See Medical. See Socio Medical. Socio Medical. Socio Medical is collecting bundle of money from Shatawale and is spreading on the boys on the motorbike. And the boys are fighting over the money. These are the boys who went to O2 Arena to fill the place. And after filling the O2 Arena, they misbehaved towards us in Ghana. But when they landed, money was talking. And many will forget what they have done wrong and will be thinking about what the money and she and why? Because that's why when Despite Dr. Sekwame Despite got the money, he has the money in reserve, plenty money. If you check the net worth of the man, is high, but he was not spending, so nobody gave him respect. But ever since Osekwame Despite started flaunting his wealth, we've given him respect. So you see, Shatawale and Medical, there's nothing wrong with what they did. They have the money. You, one bundle of money you have, all you do is to see it like this, and then do this. And you pick one. The story of my wife. I brought her a bundle of money the last time, and I think the people put a bigger bundle on the money. It's not the size. It was not the size of the money. When I gave the money, she said, "No, this money has been tampered with." Not because she thinks I'm a thief, because my wife knows that I've always been a thief. She knows. But if my stealing will not be in her bundle of money, I will not steal her money. And she can just dash that money to me. She just saw it like it's weak. So bundle of money is what Medical and Shatawale has brought to share. But this is my message to them. Shatta, Medical, the fact that you spread money and the boys were rushing for it, and it's gone viral, everybody's saying that they are spreading money, has not come to change the story. Get that people, let's go and plead and apologize to Osei Kwame despite the UTV crew and Father Dixon. Let's do that too as well. The energy in spreading the money, we should use the energy to go and apologize. It will not change who we are. The SM movement should be a respectful movement. The AMG movement should be a respectful movement. It is not a war movement. So when Medical came and was going to apologize, he was reluctant. If he could have done that apology, one way or the other, we've got a step ahead. But whatever it is, the statement that came from Medical that the followers should stop trailing Miss G was a good statement. We have to stand on it and go and apologize. And for the rest of you who are adding more injuries and fight to the game, thank you, Ising. Remember, the best in life is to learn to know when you are wrong or when you are reminded you are wrong. Go ahead and apologize. Don't take advantage of your ego. Don't take advantage of your folly. Don't take advantage of ill advice. When the situation is available and you see that it demands an apology, even apologize and regret later. It makes sense. So Shatawale, Medical will apologize. I will make sure an apology will come from them. Even if they'll repeat the same thing again, they have to apologize. Because if you are a street boy, it doesn't make you a stupid boy. If you are a street boy, it doesn't make you a stupid boy. If you are a hustler, it doesn't mean you are stupid. Hustlers should have more sense than intellectuals. Should I repeat? Hustlers should have more sense than intellectuals. So if you find yourself as a hustler, I expect you to have more common sense than intellectuals. Because in the life you are living, common sense operates faster than intellectual sense. Medical, Shatawale, come, let's go and apologize. Because by that apology, more doors will be open unto you. That is my soundbite for Shatawale and Medical. The folly must stop. And it is for the rest of you, the bloggers. Don't be excited. Finally, we saw that Fela McAfee's premiere too was solid. So the husband have gone to fill the O2 and the wife has gone to fill the silver bed. So it was filling for them. So what would their daughter to do? Will clap for daddy and mommy. Fela McAfee and Medical are still married, whether they like it or not. Until they provide an empirical evidence to us that they are divorced, we will connect the two of them forever. As for Sister Debbie, if I hear Sister Debbie is going back again to Medical, I will not be surprised. Because she made it clear to us that she likes children. Mimi Penkwala. Yes, she said it. Yes, she said it. And I didn't see anything wrong. Is that DKB? DKB, if you are the one, let me know, because the head in the picture is small. Come live and testify. You know, DKB is my son, and his head, I see a picture, but I don't know this DKB's head. I don't know. The way that things are going is DKB. DKB. My brother, we are discussing a very essential thing. You have to come and talk some. So get ready and I'll pick your life. But nobody call me Numo champion. It's only DKB who does that. Yes, it's me. Oh, he has testified. But it's like your head has become small. Is there anything? Have you done a head surgery or something? DKB, I'm telling you, when you lose your head, you will lose your brand. It's not prophetic. I'm telling you something serious. Guard your head. You see Bola? You see Bola? With all the challenges that he went through, because of his head, is coming back. Because he was able to save the situation with his head. When your head is big, you can save everything. Forget about those who have a small head. Have you seen the head of His Excellency, the president of the African country? Have you seen his head? You see your mind. It's not Akufo-Addo. You see, you are thinking so. Stop thinking the way you are thinking. I say big. Is Akufo-Addo's head big? Don't do that. Why do you want to create trouble for me? Is the head of the president big? I said the head of the president of the African country. This one is not West Africa. We're talking about DKB and you're trying to bring other people inside. You're trying to do what? Hear me. If you have a big head, you don't need leadership. So a quick question for today. Between a man with a small head and a man with a big head, which one will you choose as a husband, as a wife? That's just by the way. So I'm saying this to Medical, and I'm saying it to Shatta Wale. The fact that you have come to spread money on the boys doesn't change the fact that you have disrespected Father Dixon and Dr. Kwame Despite. We have to go and apologize. Your money cannot cover your foolishness. What you did is silly. That's why Medical is seeing the wrong in it. In the heat of your moment, you might do something that is not right, but it's better to go and apologize. So that is what it is. Congratulations, wherever you are. Is it Kwame A plus? Hey, Kwame Livingston. Osafo. Is that Osafo Livingston? Well, Osafo Livingston, my Indian couple. So that's what it is for us. And this is a caution for the rest of us in the media landscape. Let's learn to apologize when we are wrong. I remember that people fought DKB for helping Funny Face solve his problem. DKB, how far is Funny Face? Is the money coming or you stop collecting the money? Thank you very much, Isaac. Thank you very much for the gift. Because DKB had a good heart to support Funny Face in raising funds. And see how they were insulting him. And he got upset. I don't know why people like DKB should get angry. When your head is big, it has luxury. He has phlegmatism to accommodate anything. See my head. See. Even with this size, I'm able to accommodate a lot of things. You don't have to accommodate with your heart. If you have a big head, keep your heart. Because the bigger your head, the smaller your heart. But the demand is big. So I know, if you don't have a big head, pray for it. Because you need a big head. The only thing is that if you have a big head, it's empty. You become frustrated. DKB, congratulations. I admire your big head. You know one thing that shocked me one time? Last time I saw DKB wearing a cap. I was shocked. You know, these are a cap. It's in sizes. But the other one, but I realized that no, because they know Bola is in Ghana and he's rich. You know, Bola is richer than DKB. You understand? So he has one for himself. So when you're doing a project with DKB and you are ordering cap, you have to be careful. See DKB. If it's not him, the comedy system, you know, was dead. After KSM, there was nothing comedy. It's DKB. Hey, let's clap for DKB. Clap for the young man. Clap for the young man. And above all these people don't even. DKB, if they are not minding you, head them. Head them. Head them. Don't go down. Come on. Sure. was doing comedy at pubs. I would have been there one. DKB help Kabin Polo and everybody. Use what you have to get what you want. Look, if DKB didn't have a big head, we will never take him serious. So don't allow your disability to become your inability. DKB, is your head a disability? No. Adaptation is not a disability because you can control it. The only thing is that you can't look up. You can't look up. And I've told you, don't try looking up. And you are very obedient. Yes. Those who want you, they will only trap you with something up. When you see anything up, call my attention and use my eyes to see it for you. That is DKB for you. Derek Kwabena Bonny. Derek Kwabena Bonny. You use your name as a brand. You are too smart. Charlie, Happy, how is life going? This is our comedian, the best comedian of the year, and we are honored to have him joining our discussion this morning. DKB is still not married, but he has gotten a lot of broken heart according to him on Twitter. And he has shared a lot of experience with a lot of people when it comes to his adrenaline and broken hearts. And in his comedy line, come again. Is he there? Is Noble? No, Noble. Oh, is it Noble? My own Noble. You know, Noble gets his name, and his structure is the same. So the last time I realized they say he was married, I was worried because he's too noble to be a husband to me. When I mean, quality or what you crash in it here. Or being and this is. You know, today our show is attracting a lot of giants and heroes. Oh, if it's original Noble Getia, Talibama, Bokwadie. I met him at Assemblies of God, and I mean, among all the people who came, Noble did what I was expecting him to do. Charlie, he's not a legend because he's a young man. He's not a legend, but I think that we have to celebrate him within the categories of the people who have made history. I mean, the time of Noble Nketia, those of us in the scene, we can testify to the truth that Noble Nketia's time, if we're having trends and all these things, he could have been bigger and better. But you know why we don't respect people like this? I mean, and what I say we don't respect, I have a high respect for this man. I'm saying that we cannot hail them because they don't exhibit their work. They don't show off. Noble Nketia is very rich. When you look at his dressing and his noble nature, he has wealth, but he doesn't flaunt it because Christianity has dampened his spirit. So on fan chere, and once you fan chere, no, for boom out. JJ Rollins joined. JJ, where? Don't do this, please. This is not page for ghosts. Hey, please, Madam Strater, block JJ Rollins. Block! Malindi block. JJ is dead. Why do you bring him here? If you bring your name like that and maybe Obi Akwa baby na could be shana fina dim be kokot Mr. Pesa. But your JJ Rollins and I will find His Excellency account. Okay. Or the can one can But Nketia, Charlie, big ups to you. Thank you very much for your support. So the topic Noble. This one you can say some. DKB can say some, but what he will say will not be a true reflection of what he has seen or what he has. No, yeah, it will be a reflection of what he has seen. But your comment will be a reflection of your experience that might have been part of your history. When a throttle driver struck your car and there's a doctor sticker on your car and everybody is surrounding you, you don't know whether to let the throttle driver go and go and solve your problem later. It's painful. Waste your time. My Volvo has a problem right now because somebody hits the front and ran away. And that's broken my water tank. 5,600. Not the original tank. A tank that can be managed. Because whapping with planning. That is just by the way. So we are talking about the system of a wife. How to be a supportive wife and not a woman. We started this discussion yesterday. Now, we are trying to run down what support system is. Let me tell you this on record. that a wife is not supposed to take care of a husband. I'll repeat. Yesterday, I said that on OKFM and it went viral. Everybody is fighting. I can't say that. No, you cannot take care of a husband. No wife can take care of a husband. If we say somebody is taking care of somebody, are you aware that when you go to the hospital, the nurses, they don't serve you, they take care of you. The service they render is to take care of your health. The service they render is to make sure that you recover. In marriage, you serve your husband. So as a matter of fact, in marriage, your husband must be followed by you and cover his mess. That is service. But what do we see? And as old as you are, there is a shoe rack. I expect that when you come, by virtue of teaching the children, put your shoe on the rack. No! I was going to deal with my driver. You see that thing people say? They say the children are learning from you. But are you aware that the best thing the children will learn from you is the way you're serving their father? So when you make their father one of the ball boys in the house, I come home and I put my shoe at the sitting room. You know that the best answer is to call my son. If we don't have an able son, is for you to come and collect, clean it and put it on a shoe rack. But you know what they do? They will come and say, honey, the children are watching. Place it on a shoe rack for them to also learn how to do it. You know it's an insult. But it's the easiest thing people do. I'm talking to you because you're a wife. That is the easiest. I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying it's the easiest thing. And you see, if you also have a husband who gets home and will carry his shoes straight to the shoe rack, be careful. Because he's destroying you. Listen, when your husband is doing things that you're supposed to do for him, it makes you unable or inactive.
Sometimes
if you're supposed to serve, are you not happy? Are you not happy when you're serving? Yes. You are serving. So why I come back from work and my shoes, I go and clean my shoes myself and then go and place it on the shoe rack. Then what do? You're happy.
I welcome you.
How do you welcome me? The best way of welcoming me is doing these things I'm doing. When was the last time your wife welcomed you with hot milk? You are welcome with credit. Hey, you have come. You know the credit, right? I just saw that the light is doing like this. And I was just about to call you to tell you what does it mean when the man is doing like this on the meter. What? Look, to render support is not to sit down and have a chat with your wife about what happened at your workplace. As a matter of fact, a husband who is leading doesn't have a discussion of what he's going through in the office with the wife. Why? We're talking about supporting your husband. A husband is supposed to take care of you. A wife is supposed to serve the husband. Serve, that's the word. And I think this must be drummed again and again into the ears of our wives. And be careful not to be a woman in marriage. Most of us are married to wives who have become women. And I know some wives, if they want something from you, they become wives. Becomes again. They become wives. They act as polite wives. When there's a demand that they know is not a regular demand. But the same people, at a stage where they behave, they don't need anything at that moment. They act as women. They talk as women empowerment. Nobody can empower any woman on earth. Every woman is empowered from creation. So if you're watching me as a woman, and somebody's encouraging you that allow yourself to be empowered, forget it. She works from here to the office. Why?
They said they should come inside. I will never go there inside. administrators are going to become a standard. Yeah.
So I'm very, very serious with my topic I'm treating. Don't allow to be empowered. Counselor, what I say? As a woman, I said, don't allow yourself to be empowered. You were created empowered. And so when I'm looking for a wife, it is difficult to find a wife. And God, who created women, said, if you just want a woman, why I say I don't know that's why you come. I get what I'm saying. Empowerment, women empowerment, women empowerment, women empowerment. Every day, women empowerment. We are investing resources. We are investing money just to empower people who are already powered. The strength of a woman can never be underrated in any capacity. Thank you very much for this gift. Up to now, I'm not even going to take any of the gift. It's piling up. I don't know if you're here with me. So, in this marriage industry, it's a man and a woman that gets married. Yesterday, Charlotte didn't understand why I say that be a wife and not a woman. They don't get it. No, they don't get the picture. But women can easily switch. Thank you for your help. I will investigate your background and then we'll check whether you can help me go collect my gift. Because if you want to collect a gift, you should first send a gift. They don't understand who a wife is. But do we even understand who a husband is? A man without a wife cannot be referred to as a husband. So all of us live an intrapersonal life on earth. We are not direct. We are not direct. And we can't be direct. No genuine human being is straightforward. So yesterday, Abeku did something on radio, and I'll deal with him. He made the producer read the ex-wife's message. Thank you very much for the gift. The ex-wife's message that was sent on Mother's Day. So Abeku sent the ex-wife a message on Mother's Day, and the response of the ex-wife, he read it on radio. And because he's plain and direct, Abeku, you are not plain. You are not direct. It's a lie. Abeku, you are not straightforward. It's a lie. Even me, I'm not straightforward. Thank you, Albert. I'm not straightforward. So, you see, we are living a life that we are demanded to live a straightforward life. And like yesterday, it was funny. Somebody said for you to have a marriage working well, you need to be trustworthy, you need to be transparent, you need to be straightforward. Transparent to who? If I am taking care of you, I need to have a lot of data about you so I can plan for you. Oh, they are confused. Rendering support. And like they said the last time, they said it is better for you to render support to people when they have not asked than to render support to people who are asking. I am saying that when we are doing data collection, what is it meant for? It's for us to be able to do proper policies so we can take care of the economy. You can't take care of the husband, but you have to serve a husband. So you don't need a data collection on the husband. The reason why you want to research more about your husband is so you can serve. And the act of service is more recognized in the line of duty. So yesterday somebody said he has been married for 42 years now and we are clapping for him. And I said, well, the fact that you're married to 42 years now cannot give you the right to marry somebody like Charlotte. I told them on radio that said you are married for 42 years. Doesn't mean you can marry Dr. Charlotte Odro. And they say, oh, no, why do you say that? I said, no, I'm not saying Charlotte Odro is a bad woman. No, I'm saying that look, I'm married to my wife for many years. It doesn't mean I can marry. There are girls around me that I see that if I marry them, I will suffer, because even though they have not become wives, there's no virtue in them. They talk just anyhow. And when you talk, they say, as for me, even God cannot shut me up. What is in me, I have to say. Oh, yeah, Jimmy for. Hey, what Jimmy Rolf? If whatever is in you, you have to say it. Are you normal? Are you a bin basket or a threading machine? Shred it. Shred it. Shred it. And send me about a minute. Swallow. You won't die. So supporting a husband is a picture you are painting if there are children in the house. Me, one of the interests that I generated to become a husband was the way my mother was serving my father. And I will never forget. My mother beat me, eh? Madam, you know why my mother beat me? I ate in my father's bowl after my father has finished eating. My mother said I should eat because this is too small to keep it. He asked me, and I started eating in my father's bowl. Jesus Christ. My mother beat the hell out of me. And when she was beating me, she was telling me why she was beating me. He says, I want to spoil her marriage. Oh, yeri your purchase me. Oh, boom. Oh, betchisi. Oh, you told me. Yes. I don't know if you've experienced that before. It's different from, and you see, I learned that immediately. And I learned another thing. And the day you meet my wife, you ask my wife can serve me. She'll serve me with food. Will give me 4 solid slices of bread. And when the 4th slice of bread is given me, and you hear the voice of one of the most intelligent, young, and up-and-coming rich doctors.
Take care of our husbands. We serve them. So there's a difference.
You don't. If you find a wife taking care of you, they want to kill you. You serve. You can't do both. You can't do both. Dog, you can't do both. Dog, you can. If your wife is doing that for you, you're doing both. He's about to kill you. So be careful. So that's the head of ONG, one of the strongest doctors who have grown in the system and is leading the whole maternity. If you see somebody leading a maternity block, then you can see that he's good at impregnating women. This man is a giant. Because in this world, one of the most difficult doctors to manage in the world are Ghanaian doctors.
Yeah. Yesterday I saw him later in the day. I saw him later in the day.
I am not controversial. Now, well, if somebody tells you that I am talking too much, tell them that I'm paid to talk. So that's Dr. Krati. I mean, we've grown together in the system, and then he's risen to the point of becoming the head of the place. He didn't understand it, but I'm giving him a food for thought that he's just going to die slow because the wife, if your wife decides not to take, he will give you back the report. It was some, and I was just giving an example. My mother beat me because I was about to spoil her marriage. I was beaten for coming to spoil the marriage of my wife, of my mother. Thermostat of this AC at times misbehave. I'm telling you. So you put it up and put it on. I'm expecting that you should come. If you don't come, I'll switch you off. Then I'm on heat.
It's just that the
It's
heat
stationary.
was too much.
Okay, yeah, the sun.
You were
The sun.
not feeling.
Then when I've come to America in winter, you're asking what I do. Let me continue. So my mother beat me up. At that time, I didn't understand it. But when I grew to a point where my sisters came and I was inculcating the same discipline in their life, I realized that I have learned something. Check your house. Do you have a plate? Do you have a spoon as a husband? Are you served or you serve yourself? Let me tell you. Forget about them in America. Forget about them in the UK. Hallelujah, Brochi. If you marry a woman in America, they will serve you. Even on a dining table. I'm telling you, even on a dining table, when food is served on the dining table and they are dishing the food, the father's food must be dished for him. Radio presenters, they don't talk. You see, I deserve to become a radio. I'm going to start my radio program very soon. I have 2 airtime. I have one on Neat FM. I have one on OKFM. And you hear things like this. No, I'll do it. For while I kick against it, but I think it's time. Hear me. In America, men who see themselves as husbands, sincerely speaking, with no apologies, are vegetables. What is wrong is going to serve yourself. Hey, there's everything wrong in serving yourself in the midst of your server. Welcome. Thank you for driving me. Remember that this month will increase your salary.
Thank you.
Yeah, your paycheck will be increased. Yeah, the laptop.
Should I bring it now?
That's okay. Bring it now. Do you get what I'm saying? There are things that I'm saying that it is a build up. I pray that they won't touch my this thing today. Show me the strategy. Because I have to move. The heat is too much. What did I say? But I didn't too much. Any Nyawana I did tell me if you. And where's we are there? This time, a Casanova Humia. A strategic planning. And no, I'm not going to chill at the full fruits. No conscious and no be anymore. Was I me yapa? Yes, you are there. Hear me. In the midst or in front or within the environment of your service, when you serve yourself, it is disrespect. Men call you. The only me and running team is Yansa Kakram. Why? What's your here? Men come to Funguna and go fast, mama. We are building of content. You are building content for Yankaseo. Oba no eben eye no kre na ekun no a emben ayire na no a eben and I would do here aduane a wonya nkwa tenten Would you kunu aduane a enye eye fede ne animguase? There have been several school of thoughts that a helpful husband is a husband who helps you. What is help? What is help? A husband who helps you. And then a husband who helps you. And then Obama boa with the unyao. Obama boa with the and that for more. See me. Honey, Bema boa. Bema boa near then. Bema boa and anything. Share me Bema boa. Who is the helpful husband? Is it a man who in a style will always go to the kitchen and dish his own food? Is that a helpful husband? And no, and a helpful husband, Anna. For a helpful husband, no. There's nothing like that. Bibi and Yosa. That when a husband is helpful, when he comes home and you are not home, all of a sudden, he will start cooking before you come back home. That means he's helpful. No. It doesn't make him a helpful husband. A helpful husband is a husband who enjoys the service of a wife. And if you are a wife, you should be excited when your husband is enjoying your service. You can't take care of a man. And like Doug was saying, you do both. What is both? What do you call both? That you serve and you take care. No. So in Europe, America, and the rest, you people are not married. You don't have wives. You have women. Because if you have a wife and you want the children to learn what it means to be a wife and what it means to enjoy as a husband, I'm telling you, baby daddies are not husbands. Oh, no, forget it. Forget it. Baby daddies are not husbands. So don't talk about baby daddies. Boyfriends are not husbands. They are not. They are not husbands. Oh. They are not. They are not husbands. So when we talk about somebody serving, the support you give to a husband, your first support to a husband is not money. So I made that statement earlier. If you marry poor, if you marry as a poor man, it's wrong. A poor man doesn't need marriage. You need to work. But if you stay after 5 years in marriage and still poor, check your wife. Because the demand for service will cause you to add on to the work you are doing. If you eat what you have not grown, hear me, if you eat what you have not grown, you are digging your own grave. And it's an African mentality. It's an please. Kalu. What is African mentality? What is African mentality? That serving a husband is an African mentality? Says who? What is it? The way you're serving your husband is an African mentality and it's a mode of slavery. Hear my word. Hear my word. Take it or leave it. Marriage is just a slave master and a servant game. If you're not ready to serve, don't attempt marriage. But look at you. Look at you. Look at you. And they are praising the husband. As my husband, he's unique. As my husband, they are special. As my husband, you don't get a type of man like that to marry. And the reason why they are saying you get a type of man like that to marry is not because of anything, but because he's serviceable. He will wash their children's clothing. Even before you say Jack, he has started what you not asked him to do. So that makes him a good husband. No. 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 The service of a wife starts not with giving me money, not with giving me sex. It's serving the interests of the husband. The biggest person in the house is not the child we have, it's me. No, I know you don't agree. I know you don't agree, and I'm going to read your messages very soon. No, you don't agree, you disagree. And it's okay to disagree. Different things works for different individuals. It is not true. It is not true. Stop lying to yourself. When you carry apples from Ghana and take it to US, does it change to orange? They use semantics to lie to you, and their marriages are killing men. And women are dying and having bad dreams about marriage. They are doing so many negative things. And they don't want us to talk. So when you ask for a wife's support, the first thing is my money. My money, my food. Who needs your money? That is why when you give your husband money, you want to enslave him. See how you are struggling to look for accommodation. And the accommodation you are looking for must be according to your financial status and create an environment for service. Are you aware that living in the same room with your wife kills you faster than living in separate rooms? Oh, counselor, stop what you are saying. Counselor, what are you doing? You are breaking homes. Do you have a home? You don't have a home to be broken. I am ready for people to make requests. You are writing, I see. But if you make a request, I'll pick you now. Opinions are like noses, but the reality of life cannot be an opinion. The reality, the truth is unbreakable. And I'm not speaking my truth. Far back in the 70s and the 80s, the experiences of men and women who got married is fantabulously clean. And I'm telling you what my mother did to me. My mother beat the hell out of me for eating in my father's bowl. How do you support a husband? Not as a woman, but as a wife. How do you support your husband so that his success story is not around you, but with you? I made a statement yesterday that women have point of view when it comes to discussion. Wives don't have point of view, but they have contribution. Oh yes, there are two different things. If you have a contribution, your contribution is either taken absolved, ignored, or whatever. But the feminist woman makes sure that her point of view is inclusive. Like yesterday's lecture where they were having on OKFM, they said the best way to keep a wife is to have a regular discussion with her about the children. No, there's nothing called regular discussion about the children. No, there's nothing like that. What is regular discussion? I was with Paul Adumotri. And whilst we're about to go on air, he became confused. Winnie, thank you. Very, very confused. And I said, Paul, what's the matter? He says, my daughter is demanding my presence in the house. She doesn't want to sleep. She wants me to come and read bedtime stories for her, and the mother is convincing her that she should go and sleep. Don't worry, daddy will come later, and she's refusing to sleep. And it is affecting the mood of Paul Adumotri. Can you imagine? That my daughter is refusing to sleep at home. So as I'm doing the show, my wife calls my wife, my dad doesn't want to sleep, so it's affecting me. So I have to quickly run with you people, leave you and come and put my daughter to sleep. Where was that learned? Did you kiss your children? Listen to me. Listen. 0277 609 6 of you can make a request. And it's not a fight. It's a learning curve. You will know something, so you can also share. Hit the screen. Hear me. Serving a husband is part of the support you render. That's the love between dad and daughter. Please. Hey, please. What is love between dad and daughter? Do you know what love is? Love between dad and daughter is when the needs of the daughter is met, not coming to kiss you to go to bed. So every question you ask, I'll answer. As I say, come live. I saw Isaac. That young man is staying. I was shocked he said he's not married. His submissions are so. You see, one of the challenges that I see is breaking marriages is that individual accountability has become a problem. We don't know our role play. So supporting the husband is, and I mean, told that man say, because baby I what may buano, you can't help a husband. You serve a husband. So in America, they are not married. In America, they are not married. They are not married. Because, oh, look, the rat racing is not easy. I agree. But you see, when you make the demand of the support from a husband as part of the conventions that makes marriage work, is a lie. What will make your marriage work is what I'm telling you that you don't want to take. Bring your questions up. When you don't ask questions, it's difficult to understand where I'm coming from. And our topic for discussing is how to support a husband as a wife and not a woman. And I understand. I agree.
Percy. Yeah, Percy, I lost here. Yeah, baby.
I'm being changed service. That's why I'm here.
Oh.
Change service. I just met my ex-girlfriend and I'm trying to manage her. I am not ex.
I'm not your ex-girlfriend.
But you are what?
I'm your girlfriend.
So why have you stopped doing what you're supposed to be doing?
What am I supposed to do?
So you don't even know what you are doing as a girlfriend.
What do you do?
See how your mouth
What
is
do you
shaking.
do?
You collect the money and job.
You. Please, you can give me some of the money.
Don't try yourself. Don't you chew my biscuits?
Biscuit. When was the last time you even?
You are asking last time.
Yes.
The last time you finished chewing the biscuit, did you say thank you?
Me.
You are telling me.
Did I take the biscuit?
You didn't.
I didn't take the biscuit.
You didn't chew the biscuit.
I wanted to take it away.
No, you didn't chew the biscuit. You come and meet half pack of biscuits in my office and you want to take it away instead of you taking 2 slices. Wickedness. These are the blood-sucking demons in my life.
Really? Me? Rich love.
That is why I told you that I need a sponsor. All around me are blood-sucking demons. they don't get it. You walk to my office and then there's biscuit on my table. And you want to chew some of the biscuits. Take 1 or 3. She insisted she wants to take the whole half pack of the biscuits. I said, it can't happen. No, it can't be possible. I said, no, it can't be possible. How? So somebody has written a good literature for me to read. And I will. This is not working. Counselor, when the things that needs to be put in place for a woman to be better, serve her husband are not there, what does she do? Wow, these are the questions that will provoke us to go deep. Dump her. You want me to dump my girlfriend? I hear. She renders service for me as well, so it's difficult to get. So there's a question here. It says that when the things you need to serve your husband is not available, what do you do? That's a very brilliant question. What do you do? Then the things you need to serve is not available. The man wants to be served, but he's not providing what. That is the problem, and that is what. So that is where the problem is with women. So Sikana man, the money you gave me to the market was not up to. And I find it very, very appalling and disgraceful when you find men who are doing shopping, grocery. They call it grocery in America. And the grocery you are talking about is not it's not clothing or anything. It's tomatoes, onion, garden eggs. When a man goes to do grocery for the wife to cook, a man who goes to buy groceries, tomatoes, onion, garlic, pepper for a wife to cook, because that is the routine, is a stupid man. No, it's a stupid man. Please, let's go on. Oh, I'm going on. Counselor, please. It means you must help your husband financially. Okay, so somebody says when he's not giving you what you need to serve with, it means that you need to help him financially. Yeah, that's somebody's answer. That's somebody's answer. So that's somebody's answer. He says that when you're not getting what you are supposed to get, what you need to do is straight ahead. Help your husband financially. That's the answer from somebody. Help him financially. You think that's the answer? Is it the answer? The sun is scorching the mobile phones. And it's become very, very difficult for transmission. Is that the answer? Is that the answer? Any other comment? Any other comments? I'm waiting for your comment. Any other comments? Sorry. It's not even the grocery. It is when the man needs to put. It is when the man needs to put in more working hours so that the woman can work less and better serve him. What will be so there? What will be so there? Was he no near cow? Was there something yes say? It is not going to buy me grocery or anything, but a man must work more so that in your working more, the woman too will have time to serve you. Is it another question? What should the wife do then if she makes more than the man and he believes she should work more hours? What should a woman do when it becomes say so ye jumadin eye juma bebrebe na fambo afie ha say wan ye bebre fambo afie ha me de me wa ani hear me? The English language that says cut your coat according to your size. Hit the screen and let's go. Cut your coat according to your material is a good language. But a wise woman will always be able to take back whatever investment they have done to serve during their service. Are they good? What is your money? Please see the screen. Let's go. We just drop this class. The slightest movement, then we drop. It's very painful. Because we are learning, and I don't want the lecture to be for just a few of us. I always want it to be for all of us. And these questions that are coming are very okay. The wife can't help financially. Yes, that's what I'm saying, that the support a wife renders to a husband is not all about money. God gave you what money cannot buy. Do you know how supportive it is when you have a beautiful wife? The natural beauty of a woman is a support to a man. So you don't have it. Men chira the aton store. Enya ho fa ye de asi store. Enya money kin ho fa na make. Make up bag ho fa. And this one is saying that they are demanding you as a woman to do more hours so that the things you need to serve the man, you can provide them. And I'm saying that we cut our coat according to our size. There is a service that you cannot render to me because it's not within my purview. Hello? There are some services that when you render to me as your husband is questionable. There are some bowls that you go somewhere and people are eating in it. I went to the office of Dr. Forisapo, and he brought out a particular glass. And you can see that this is gold knitted. I will encounter such glass in the house of the rich. I will find myself using certain cutlery sets in an environment of a particular rich folks. So if I go and see that and I come home and I want to demand that I want to eat in I will no more eat in a plastic bowl. I want to eat in an edible bowl, a breakable. I want you to serve me with spoons that is gold designed. It's a good request. You have taste, you must also help the taste. Don't serve your husband within his means. If you change the status of your husband's services or how you serve him, because this is how you were brought up. So looking at the way you were brought up, if you want to hide the way you were brought up, and as for me, our family, so to serve a husband, a total respect and longevity of life. And it's painful to allow that your husband will demand for service. Anytime services are regularly demanded, it means that you are losing guard. And this is slavery. And I don't know. Yes, it's slavery. If you decide to marry, it is an act of slavery. You drop down, the numbers are gone. And that's what I keep saying, that even though I'm building content, when the numbers go, I stop. It's an interactive game. It's not like looking in a camera and talking. A TikTok, a Facebook. Open an actual question and say answer. Your opinion matters. That's why when you write, I read. So how to support a husband is by serving. Yeah, nice. So we can't die not too. We are making no intimacy. So how to support? Saturday near here. So it might not sound well to you, but like I said earlier, it's not marriage. Mrs. Master's registered slave. I'll write this definition down. Oh my God. Oh, you see, every day we are learning. Oh, the definition of Mrs. The MRS is equal to Master's. Oh my God. Registered. Oh, thank you. Slave. Oh my God. How will it be? So the definition of the word Mrs. MRS, which is a title for a married woman, is Master's Registered Slave. Wow. Master's Registered Slave. Wow. Nikki, it's insightful. You can disagree. I mean, we disagree to agree. Oh. Wow. I hope I'm live. But Facebook is very interactive. TikTok, I don't see any sign. So how do you get from him what you need to be able to, as it were, take care of him or serve him? That's the right word. How do you get from him the logistical strength that you need to serve him? So, for example, if you are employed as a cleaner in any company, and whatever you need to clean is not provided to you, are you a cleaner? There's no mop, there's no broom, there's no duster, there's no detergent, but they are expecting you that you should work and clean. How? No, how? Does it work? Counselor, God richly bless you for opening our eyes. Thank you, Nikki, for keeping your eyes open. Sorry. Facebook. There's something wrong on Facebook. Sorry. And nobody saw it. Thank you very much. So, it means that when it comes to serving a husband, we don't manage him. Because if slavery, if you are the master's registered slave, which means you are coming to serve, because slaves serve. But I said it yesterday, but they are slaves who have the eye of their masters. They are slaves who masters are so close to them to even have children with them. They are slaves that masters will even love to have sexual intercourse with them. So if you play your game well and serve well, even as a slave, you will enjoy some level of clearance from your slave master. The Banamans, the Luther. I mean, we went to a tour and we were told that some of the names that came to Accra and came to Cape Coast, and I remember the Banamans, they said their mother was picked up as a slave. And among the slave, the big men will use the slave before they will go and sell them to cook for them. They even use some for their sexual gratification. They took us to the castle and we were standing at a particular position where the slaves are down. And by shape, color, and height, the slave master will stand at the top and point. This one is for this night. So some of us who are writing foreign names, unfortunately, our mothers, our great grandmothers were captured as slaves. And in the slave market, before they are preparing them to bring them to go and sell them, the slave masters saw signs and symptoms of support service that would serve them. So some were given clearance to serve in the castle. So identifying the supportive wife is not how much she has. It's looking beautiful. Be sure that the down one is correct. Oh, the down one too is wrong. Sorry. Facebook, the topic that is running, there's a mistake in it. The system has picked a wrong topic, and most of you have not seen it. Then when I was bringing it, my hand went to touch a wrong topic. So how to get logistics to serve him is what I want to address. And addressing that one, it will bring all of us to a point to know that in the first place, every woman has something to offer to a man before becoming a wife. The difference between giving and offering. Trying to position myself well. Offering and giving are two different things. You give when it's demanded. You offer when you feel the need to do. So every woman was created with an offer for a man. So before marriage will happen, we look at what you can offer, not what you can give. Yes, yes, yes. We don't look at what you can give. We look at what you can offer. And that's the problem. When a man looks at what you can give, he doesn't place value on your offer. And whatever you can offer is naturally given from God's point of view. And what you can give is what you have acquired. So you can marry a woman who is literally poor, and it will not affect you because she has something to offer. This is why you find a big man having a romantic relationship with a maid servant. Oh, you didn't get it. This is why you get upset that in all that you do, your husband is still sleeping with very, very cheap girls. And it breaks you. It limits you. It reduces the adrenaline in moving. Because you ask yourself, now wait there, no, she has something to offer. She doesn't have anything to give, but she has something to offer. So what will attract you to a man to make you a wife is your offer and not what you can give. That is why the demand is to serve. If you go there to take care of, taking care of means you provide the logistics to take care of. But when it comes to serving, you are giving so you can provide service. It's either you are giving money to buy your logistics, or you are engaged because you have the logistics for service. I don't know if I'm teaching good. So the question of the madam is that, what if what you need to serve the man is not provided by the man? What if? That the man must be served. But even to have plates to serve him is difficult. And let's not say this behave like every man is correct. No. Every man who marries is the husband. But there's some men that they don't even know that they are supposed to be served. So you suffer to serve them. You suffer to serve them. Hey, is TikTok working? If you are there, let me know. Because I feel I am not going. Or I've been blocking, I don't know. Because my monitor is not working. Very difficult to know. Because for TikTok to go down to 6, something is going wrong. So those of you, if there's anybody there, let me know. As of Facebook, they are here. And once they are here, I'll not stop lecturing. So you have something to offer, and that is you as a woman. And there's no way we can dilute our conversation by saying that a wife is a man. Don't try it. So your appealing sense of humor, your appealing presentation, your appealing appearance is what calls for logistics to support your service. But the way to request for this service has also been some of the desirable things that I talk about. Your comments and the lecture. I'm on Facebook. It keeps freezing. I'm not sure why. Oh God. Sorry. Nikki. Then it's next. Thank you for telling me. I got it. He enjoys her humility and service. I got it. He enjoys her humility and service. Her respect and service. You feel disgusted to hear that the man you adore is having a relationship, a amorous relationship with your maid servant, who her neatness is questionable when it comes to you. You wonder if your husband will ever use this holy mouth to kiss unholy dirty. But there is something that money cannot buy: respect, beauty, humility, common sense. Is not sold in the market. A wife's desire is for the husband. The focus of a wife is to serve the husband, so the husband is respected and recognized out there. But the story is different now. The humility is gone. It's no more there. The respect is gone. And gone are the days when your face is covered and they say open your mouth. You are bold enough to do it. Especially when you have the smell of the man and the smell of the woman. We are no more in that world again. We don't believe. We want to question everything. Humility, respect, beauty, these things I've mentioned is what every woman has to offer: humility, respect, your beauty, and common sense. These four things: common sense, respect, humility, beauty. You don't need money to buy it. God gave it to you. So every woman has something to offer in marriage, not to give. And when it comes to giving, it's a demand, but offering is not a demand. That's why the church doesn't take collection. Silver collection is done at fundraising and at places like the program I'm about to do. Rather, offering is what you have. So if you say that, what if the man is not giving you what you need to serve him? What should you do? You need to buy cups. You need to buy plates. There are things that you need in the house, and he doesn't see the importance to it. If you are a cleaner of a house and your boss is not ready to give you the things to clean, when the house is dirty, can he complain? What else here? Your mop is broken. When gardener in the house says a cutlass is broken, his ceiling brush is broken, so the house is weedy because that's what it takes to weed. So if you don't provide him the logistics, when the month ends, should you pay him or not? You have to pay him. And they are arguing, no, you shouldn't pay him because he didn't work. No. He has brought the notice to you that I need machetes, I need langa, I need rake, I need broom, and you have not provided it. You can't terminate his appointment because he's available, he's there, he comes to work, he comes to sit down, and you don't provide him logistics to work. How do you say you pay him? I think something has gone wrong with a TikTok. I don't know why. I don't know. So, Nikki, that's your answer. It's a demand that will keep a house running. But it's a way to approach him with these demands. Serve him with what you have in a nice way and let him reject it because he is fed up with this one that you have. Let me see if this thing will work. I've lost everybody. So you have to learn how to ask for it. And there are times that you don't go and do a request because it's difficult to get access to do a request from your boss. But there's always an SOP that you can use. Serve them with what is available and they will reject it because they are fed up. And that is where a demand can be placed politely. So I think about 10 years ago, I said that if your husband provides money and is unfortunate that the money is not up to buying salt for cooking, and you cannot provide salt and shut up, cook the food without salt. And once he tastes the food and there's no salt, he will call your attention. He say, mirror. And correct me means me anton chine, misika na so. And then nobody is our china. Me come market, no magiska, bacho, no anton chine. Yes. Don't provide salt and come and insult him. Say, Udi a yode. Ubedi and chini manga, so be no any. Ye kasa man is can go to adia, ne de bia kasa kasa. Kroma ya day. Things are expensive now in town. When we ask for money, as if I'm going to use it for anything. Me, I don't chop your money. Oh. Don't say this to your master. You are the master's registered slave. And as long as you remain as the master's registered slave, enjoy your slavehood. Enjoy your slavehood. Enjoy your slavehood. I know there's a difficulty in reaching. If I'm able to hear your difficulty on TikTok, I might know what to do, because we have done 1 hour 51 minutes, which means gradually we have the right to close, because we've done 2 hours regularly. So Nikki, that is how you ask for the things you need. If there are logistics, there's a way to approach it. But I'm saying that to serve a husband, which is part of the support, and the first support you are demanded to give, is not to go extravagant with all the millions in working hours so you can serve him. No. If you make millions and your services to your husband is not available, what at all will he profit you? Okay? What me do because of your money and need amount. What the pipe and no so sense so myself about a service. Enye care. When Diani si or the mawa or no one can children say Diani Nado, no a woman. So Ben me say me ma me bo me, a son said me did one papa plate him. The wife is a wife, but you not find saying you don't know. Eh, did you want to plate no poor or the more difference did you? Yan casa were no bone. Yan casa won't you anymore. But a you bobia what the menti or in a cap see on poor, to me no man. Ush if you mistake. Maybe I pay the rice water. And I went dining and I'm a go fire. And I'm a little bit of mammy. Now, mammy say Mindy. Me nim say, a same chafing papa cap. Papa bone, rice water bone. Man so plate make a pie. Mammy, see me. Hey, if I didn't know, chafing I didn't know all there. Who was saying my wali? Who you kunu? Wow. Wow. And I am found. Oh, you did do plate ma, and you're born you. But and she shed down. The president should be served, even though you are the first lady. And then this thing I'm saying will not make sense to you. But to render support to your husband, you don't need money. God has endowed you with what you can offer. In my offering, remember, I never mentioned sexual intercourse or lovemaking. No, it was not part of the offer. Because naturally, that is one of the minimum offers. Why is it minimum? Because once you are a female, the center boat of your life is for a male to enjoy you. So that one is normal. So your organ is different from my organ. So the two of us can enjoy the organ together. So sex is not an offer. But we learn it. We learn how to eat the food of a straight. Listen to me. Men suffer, but women don't suffer. You know why? We will learn how to eat. Yesterday, I was giving a certain tilapia lice soup. And I've been eating lice soup in the office. The tilapia lice soup I ate is different from the one I've been eating every time. I buy tilapia lice soup from a choba. But yesterday, I was giving tilapia lice soup from home. The taste is different. But I have to learn how to eat both of them. That is what we go through when you are offering service to us. So it's one thing to offer your service as a support. And it's one thing for me to also psych my mind to enjoy your offer, the support you are rendering to me. So let's stop feeling as if the only support we render to men is when we have money. And I'm the ministry, I'm the man. You have something to offer me. Who will be you? Who will be? Obu ade mame cry bibi. An prepare odi ya ade mame. Medo menye nsu ano. Ye fi mi akofa aba. Eye nkwasiasam. Na ya to say the one thing your kind. Medo baby. Ya mame. Ma. O si oh ade enye one aso pen so na me kofa abrel. We enye service. I spoke to you that can I have water please? You didn't respond. You didn't say anything. And you are moving to go and do it. And I thought you didn't hear I'm calling you. See the response. What is it? You send me for water. You are still calling me. What again? You need something again. There are others that when you send them for the water, because they didn't respond, you didn't ask them to add the ginger chips to it. So when they come back, they say, can you give me ginger chips? They say, can't you gather all the things you want so that when I go meet to I'm a human being, I get tired. If you serve your husband, you don't get tired. I love Nikki. Nikki says, counselor, you know things forever. My number one teacher. Thank you, Nikki. I know things. You have something to offer. That is why I say that no woman needs an empowerment. If there's anything a woman needs in life, it's enhancement of common sense. The discovery of who you are, so common sense can manage every man. Every woman can be able to live with every man if only they learn how to serve the men as not a giving but offering. Udi janu eduani ma bema unjimi yo. What dey pe kwan agisika woni. Obema ko see me. Why a frya bre be me bia manadi. Say Charlie. Ko to me for e de. Yi da we na be me bi. Say oh. When me yan once I mean intend media efuno me nti. Oh sir. E do obeka se no ebi ma me no. Just a bema wa jimi. But bema na ni ebie no. Or the sika na to so Charlie. We dey for na ye nkra na esen. Ina won so you say for na ye esen a. Hwe ne wandi no kore. Di ntro. Esen say udi no kore na say oh we kura na tomatoes asie bi asifie. Jene ne kura na miensa bi da. Enti na ma no bebede no ja jimie no. For na ye na esen. For dey na say ne dodo na kira ne bu. We na endorse mienu pa me ye enti. And I may say yen din and na nsa. Na pese me ye de se me ye na dodo preko ne ndi mbe se 3 days. Sana we nya jewu. Sa enti be cost say. Oh, ketwa no mpo na ye 500. Na che say ye ne kese dia, e se e ko be se 1005. Sa eh. What man nyansa. What chire ne say nyama bo ye dey. What children say, at the end of the bread, you know, go through a certain meal, and the cow boy, your first one, oh, Sanjay, you are taking, you see, you just brought me food to eat, and I requested for the same food, and I'm paying for the first one I ate unknowingly by your new budgets. Women, if you are broke, genuinely broke, check your life. Check your life. 2 hours on dot. Nikki, thank you for joining me. You've all done well. I don't know what's happening to our TikTok. And I don't have anybody there to tell me what is happening there. As I speak, my monitor for TikTok is not there. So I don't know what is going on actually. But I pray that my internet is not misbehaving. So that those of you on TikTok will do. I can see Ashanti and the wife are really trending. They are seriously trending with Ashanti's moves and dance. Akosia, let me read Akosia as I wrap up. Akosia says, some is making sense because I remember my mother beat my brother and I because we ate leftover food in my father's plate. Yes. Akosia, yes. So in my office, I have a plate. 7 would do on a plate where different. It's different. If I give you the opportunity to eat with me in my plate, as a father in the house and a husband, where's Abna? Oh, Abna, I don't know. I've not seen Abna today. If Abna is there, she will tell us whether TikTok is working or not. But she's not around. That's why I'm suffering. Now I have 2 people watching also. It's strange. But let me finish the content. So it's you see, we easily lose what we are doing, but we don't know we've lost it. And I'm saying we don't know because in the first place, you have lost the thing, but you don't know you have lost it. Why? So I finish eating, and there's leftover in my plate. Then there's leftover you want to give to somebody. Then you carry my plate and go and give the food to somebody to eat in my plate. And I give you a signal with common sense. Why are you going with the food? You say, well, I don't want to throw it away. Look at it. I don't want to throw the food away because you don't like throwing food away. So I'm going to give it to Kweku Menu. How can Kweku Menu eat in my plate? Kweku Menu is a human being. Oh. No. We're all human beings, but there are levels. We are all human beings, but there are levels. So you carry my plate, and Kweku Menu will eat inside and will wash it and bring it to you, and you are smiling. You know what respect is? Immediately I finish eating, and anybody want to eat in a plate, tell the person, "Mami, see some plate in the mouth. Where they end a boss plate, a dark plate, a director plate, and fire. Then you know nipa. After all, then unye nipa. Yeah, that's what they tell you. Ocho madi no. Once you are teaching them, they are insulting you. In the already bread there, saying no. So I finished eating. I want to wash my hand. Let me show you one of the therapy. As a wife, what is service? You are privileged to eat with your husband, and all of a sudden, your husband has gotten to a point where he doesn't want to eat the food again. So you are eating with your husband. Your husband is full. Amen. Or no, what's your amen? Now we're in sa. No, be sa. Mira. But your amen and or say amen. And the okasa one main there. Over cheap plate number when him. Near 2 pro water for him. The first thing is to provide water for him to wash his hand. Obuakra. Obedi atafri plate me wi ansa na won sawo no abere wo so dia wo sa. Yensia. Eye den na me so me jam en menu beto. Wadu mutu na wine na enu mato. Ye ka master. I go say you understand. So when your mother beats you for eating your father's plate, it doesn't mean that you are not a child of your father. But they are teaching you the protocol. You don't know the thing. I am teaching you the thing. Small girl, you don't know the thing. I am teaching you the thing. You don't want to learn the thing. We could have here one year and family. Answer me for bone and need me say kun ura or penny. And I ye saying to know the idea. Ye the cobe bia. O yet you are now so for besra. O yida wa wale no. Our plate be a wounded the muda. So for buy no people know that no mass of be need. Now go to do a plastic plate. Pia ukunu ene won kasa. No pie kwa bonten. Eko to aduane wo park no de be fie. Uma ni di wo park no ma wo ye jimi fo ba. You are a stupid wife to see your husband eating in a park. Look. Oh God. I'll have to teach this thing again. I taught it before. So your husband has gone out to buy food in the rubber, like me. It's a pack, no? One city. One city ni totalia. Ebeyede. Rubber the kum yamon gumza. Pack no so di guma. Oh, but we be do what you say. Ukite bi anwa bi. Enti me fan pack me go rubber. Kasem timi ade. Una mo iska. So somebody write something and I'm just coming for me to read. But see, what's wrong if she's at work and I go to the market to buy stuffs for home? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. I just saw the message. There's nothing wrong. But where you are sending your husband, who do market home? I mean, Madam Ninkasa, now all train money in a certain style in my Jimmy for. In a service. May come and I will yap. Hey, about 5 or 4 years ago, a young lady promised to come and give me food. See me, was your baby married? And no, maybe I didn't buy. I mean, can't share your mean you. If you didn't know the buy, and no, and yet, and no, and yanyo, and no, and yin. And yet the kind of food I made about 6 years ago. But what did you do in the brain? Or if you cheat the partner by you, and you know the brain, and so 500 Ghana cedis. But me check 500 Ghana only in India. Ball or the Adrianini goom. Send or pack here, Adrianino. Obedu me honzo send or tea Adrianino if he ball no go be plating on. The service she gave me, oh my God, is why I gave her the 500 Ghana cedis. Look, if we don't learn what it means to support a husband and only think of sex and money, we will lose right husbands. A man must be said, what I'm saying, because it's easy for wives to do. I'm eating. They are clearing my table. Now my wife is getting a lot of helps. As for my wife, I eat in the office. I eat in the morning in the office. She'll give me breakfast in the morning. I'll eat in the office. Usually I eat lunch in the office. At best, I eat supper in the office. So my wife, hardly does she even see me to come and give me food. Because usually maybe fear not their son. But one of the things I always praise my wife for is that a day maybe fear me last time say 11:25, no accommodate. Na me say 7 on Jimmy you. Me do fear na wife I want me to see you. One got that eno team and media. Onjini. Adia ba kwa mi chi ni say maka so come dem me do fie ase na say ayede ma me 10 minutes me reduce e ha me o me de me actually come atrase because ma me tie me on delay gratification. I can delay when food is not ready. I don't get angry, but I see it as a disservice to me. And about so no pa one him say the go to me for a crash a fridge. One him saw the gravy crash a fridge. Aben kwan so bi kakra o fridge. Na woni mpa say ade a che a yebedidi no. Wo na wo serve me nti na be ma wo kire de wo bedi no. On wale e say I'll teach that ochina na Monday. In service you don't come and ask for menu, you provide menu for me. And I'm my branding the obedi and HM the obedi and sadi and the obedi musu akoda. Chalman point to Kwabeba. Learn how to serve your husband. Service. Service. Service is the key word. Service is the key word. Makwe ginger honey chips in America. 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. Ghana 0277-609-644. Order for Makwe ginger chips now. Tonga Tali capsules 0277-609-644. For men, Tonga Tali capsules for men. Tonga Tali capsules for men vitality. Numbise bema na ubidium engina soma. Obaby ababu unsa mayasiya me ya eyemi dwi etwetwe me hu de eyemi sisia. All you need is MSP 30. MSP 30. MSP 30. MSP 30. Order yours now to stop your menstrual cycle pain, your menopause, hot flashes, losing of your hair, your smell after menstruating. Order yours now. Call me on 0277-609-644. Ladies and gentlemen, Oba now channel one kwa Oba Jiwa Niso. Minisi anyami adom na adom be dom here. We'll continue our conversation. Whatever is going on right now is that learn how to support your husband, not as a woman, but as a wife. The only thing we will know that you are a wife from is your service to your husband. Take care of your children. Take care of the home, but serve your husband. Yede biana be si dining table so yebedi. Obia entini de. Ma bra ukunu ho. Na sere ne say, Mira, then I mean team out. Yako party. Serve yourself. Enya una anu aduane no. Ese obia go tini de. But you are serving the husband as long as you are around. If you are not there and there's a PA, there's somebody, let your husband be respected at the city gates as a virtuous woman. It is not difficult to support a husband, but you can make it difficult if you want to take care of him. I have come to believe serving a husband is easier than taking care of a husband. To serve me is easy, but to take care of me is very difficult. Nami ma yenyansa say yere no. Nami ma yenyansa yede betena se wasase so. Hwe so be gye ade afi bema ho enye din o. Bibi kitswebi. Bibi kitswebi. Na ejimi abete. So yampro ya tamfo anim. Na ye kuruwa enye ma emburu so. Na wie ni adoye. Ebedi wechida. Lay us a table in the presence of our enemies, and our cup will run over. Goodness and mercies will forever follow you. Don't listen to them. Listen to Counselor Luttrell. He will not sound the way you want him to sound, but one day, you say thank you to him. Nikki, thank you. Akosia, thank you. And for the rest of you who came to join me today, follow me on TikTok, Counselor_Luttrell. YouTube, Counselor Luttrell TV. Instagram, Counselor Luttrell. Facebook, Counselor Luttrell. And remember, I don't know all, but what I know, I will teach. because I want marriage to work. Good morning. See you. Bye bye.